Welcome. Thank you for joining the Kentucky School for the Deaf Outreach Department as we host this series of early childhood videos. My name is Laurie Vanconi, and I am one of your outreach consultants. I want to briefly share with you who I am before we begin. I earned my undergraduate degrees in deaf education and elementary education. Upon graduation, I began teaching in a deaf and hard of hearing elementary resource classroom. After 4 years, I accepted a position with the Kentucky School for the Deaf, where I set up a regional preschool program in Owensboro. I went back to college and obtained a degree in interdisciplinary childhood education. After working with preschoolers who were deaf and hard of hearing for 12 years, I transferred full time to the outreach department. I now serve on several committees, which include the Kentucky Early Hearing Detection and Intervention Committee and the Kentucky Educators for the Deaf and Hard of Hearing. If you would like to contact me, I can be reached at laurie.vanconi@ksd.kentuckyschools.us. Educational consultants are located across the Commonwealth to provide technical assistance for special education cooperatives and help support programs and services for students who have a hearing loss. A few of the vast array of services offered by your consultant include support for evaluations, educational programming, classroom adaptations, meaningful inclusionary practices, and technical assistive supports. In Kentucky, you have access to a variety of resources. Over the next few pages, we will look at some of the most common agencies where you can find support services. The information was obtained from their websites, which are cited at the bottom of each page. There will be a file attached below on the YouTube side or in the email that you receive from your outreach consultant that gives you contact information for each of these support services. The Kentucky School for the Deaf has been named the statewide educational resource center on deafness. They offer services on campus and off campus. The campus-based outreach services include a specialized evaluation team and the statewide Family Support Center. Here you will find professionals who have extensive experience working with deaf and hard of hearing students. Evaluations are administered in the language and communication mode of the child. The statewide Family Support Center is a resource for every family in Kentucky with a child who is deaf and hard of hearing. This unique center offers services that will enable you to better meet the needs of your child. Kentucky has an early intervention system called First Steps. First Step states that typically children who participate in early intervention experience a significant improvement in development and learning. Children with developmental delays or condition likely to cause delays benefit greatly from First Step services during the critical development years. Services and supports also benefit families by reducing stress. Early intervention services can decrease the need for costly special education programs later in life by providing appropriate services that address problems early in the child's development. In Kentucky, we have a chapter of Hands and Voices, which is a nonprofit, parent-driven national organization dedicated to supporting families and children who are deaf and hard of hearing. They are non-biased about communication methodologies and believe that families can make the best choices for their child if they have access to good information and support. Their membership includes families who communicate manually and or orally. From American Sign Language to cochlear implants, their organization represents people from all different approaches to and experiences with deafness or hard of hearing. The Kentucky Commission for Children with Special Health Care Needs is a state agency working to help every child with a special health care need in Kentucky access care. They treat children who are Kentucky residents under the age of 21, meet medical eligibility, and meet financial eligibility. The Kentucky Commission for Children with Special Health Care Needs is a valuable resource for getting hearing testing and hearing aids for children. They offer a variety of other services as well. The Kentucky Commission for Children with Special Health Care Needs' mission is to enhance the quality of life for Kentucky's children with special health care needs through quality service, leadership, advocacy, education, and collaboration. They have a vision to be the visible leader in supporting the highest quality of care for Kentucky's children with special health care needs and their families through collaboration and creation of a more accessible community-based system of support. There are also some national support services you can utilize as well. The American Society of Deaf Children believe in the celebration of a positive identity of all deaf children through healthy family support, linguistic competence, and high-quality education in the home, school, and community. They believe deaf children are entitled to full language and communication access. They believe that consideration of language opportunities for deaf children should be based on facts. Research consistently demonstrates that fluency in American Sign Language and English, with or without technology, offers all deaf children optimal opportunities for academic and social success, and thus both should be part of their language-rich and fully accessible environment. They believe that there should be access to early identification and education by qualified providers, engaged in family involvement, and educational opportunities equal to those provided for hearing children. They affirm that parents have the right and the responsibility to be primary decision makers and advocates for their deaf children. For this role, parents need access to accurate and current information, educational opportunities, and support. The Alexander Graham Bell Association for the Deaf and Hard of Hearing helps families, healthcare providers, and educational professionals understand childhood hearing loss and the importance of early diagnosis and intervention. Through advocacy, education, research, and financial aid, AG Bell helps to ensure that every child and adult with a hearing loss has the opportunity to listen, talk, and thrive in a mainstream society. AG Bell is the premier nonprofit organization serving the oral deaf and hard of hearing community. The Cleric Center, a federally funded national deaf education center, ensures that the diverse population of deaf and hard of hearing students from birth through age 21 in our nation are educated and empowered to have the linguistic competency to maximize their potential as productive and contributing members of society. This is accomplished through early access to the acquisition of language, excellence in teaching, family involvement, research, identification and implementation of best practices, collaboration, and information sharing among schools and programs across the nation. This video is part of a video series offered to families and service providers who want to learn more information about children who are deaf and hard of hearing. Please contact your local consultant to find out what other videos and services are available.